now, right? It's not just an element, atom floating in space. It's now a practical piece of an interface, right? So we have these groups of atoms bonded together, smallest fundamental unit of a compound. So again, they have their own distinct properties. More concrete than atoms. It encourages what Harry was talking about yesterday, right? This do one thing and do it well type of mentality, right? Wherever we're sort of constructing these things because we need it to do something, right? We need a search form in order to search the site, and we want it to search the site very well. We're not particularly interested at this stage in the game in how it sort of operates in the grand scheme of things. We're just trying to focus on making it do that one thing really well. And often serves as the backbone for a more complex system, right? Which brings us to our next stage, which is that of organisms, right? So we take our little search form molecule, and now we put it into context, right? So here's the header of a website. And you see this a lot, right? These are all, in their own way, organisms, right? These sort of self-contained chunks. They combine different sets of functionality depending on what it's trying to do. You have a logo, you have a navigation molecule, you have a search form molecule, you might have some other sort of unique types depending on your site, right? But so, again, you're sort of clumping these things further together, clumping these molecules, these atoms further together to create something that's a bit more complex. And it can consist of similar things or different things. So like a header might consist of a bunch of disparate things like a form and a navigation and a logo and stuff. And those are all sort of three different things. But they could all also be sort of the same. So think of like a list of comments or something like that, right? Think of a list of posts or related posts or social buttons or something like that. Right? And it encourages creating these standalone, portable, reusable components, right? They're these sort of, self-contained objects that you could put anywhere. And then we finally get up to the page level type stuff. So these are templates, right? So here's our header. Header sort of looks a little weird on its own, but it starts to make sense whenever you put it in the context of a page, right? So this is what we're looking at. My friend Matt Griffin in Pittsburgh, he owns a design studio called Bearded, and he's written a lot of really great stuff for A List Apart, and most recently